In this video, you'll learn how to create a new model, add a reference model, zoom, pan, and rotate the model, and finally modify the grid to suit the model. Here you'll see the outcome of what we'll model in this video. Let's start by launching Tekla structures. In this video, we will use the default environment, education configuration, and engineer role. Here is our welcome page. Select Create a new model. Enter a name for the model, for example, First Steps. Click Create to create the model. To help model the building, let's download two reference files, a drawing by the architect and an architectural 3D model. Click the link on this page to start the download. Save the files to the Model folder. Open the File menu and click Open the Model folder. Copy the reference files to the Model folder. Okay, now that we have these files, let's insert the drawing we got from the architect. This will be inserted as a reference model. In the side pane, we have the icon for reference models. Let's go ahead and add one. You can drag the files here, or you can browse for the model. Let's go to the folder where you saved the reference models, select the drawing file DWG. You can also create a reference model group for the models you're inserting. You can use the default group, or just create a group for architectural drawings. Groups are very useful. For example, you can hide a whole group with just one click. Now that you have the DWG, let's insert the origin here. Let's use 0.00 and 0.00 as that is what we want. Click Add Model. Now the model is added to the new group Architectural Drawings. To zoom in, scroll forward with the mouse wheel, and to zoom out, scroll backward with the mouse wheel. As we zoom in to 0.0, which is the origin, we can see the drawing is out of scale. Let's double-click on the drawing, which is the reference file, to open the properties of the reference file. Let's change the scale to 100 and click Modify. Tekla Structures indicates the work area of the view using dashed lines. Objects outside the work area exist, but they're not visible. You can shrink and expand the work area, for example, if you'd like to concentrate on a particular area of the model. You can also rotate the model by holding down the Control key and dragging the model with the middle mouse button. To pan the model, you can hold down the middle mouse button and drag the mouse. Now that you have the reference file from the architect inserted, you can begin modeling the structure. But you first need to adjust the grid to match the architectural grid. To do this, move individual grid lines by selecting a grid line and then dragging it. You can see the increments as you drag the grid line. When zooming in, you get smaller increments. You can drop the grid line to the correct position. You can also modify the whole grid at once. To make it easier to select the grid, turn off the Select Reference Model Selection switch. This means that you cannot accidentally select the architectural drawing. You can use the selection switches to control which object types you want to select. Now double-click the grid to open its properties. Let's enter the coordinate values in the X and the Y directions according to the plans by the architect. The numbers are the distances between the grid lines in millimeters. Define the floor levels in the Z direction. Next, enter the labels for all the grid lines and levels. Click Modify to adjust the grid according to the new values. Now you have the same grid as the architect. Let's go ahead and save this model now and continue building the structure in our next video.